You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating, new, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, June 5th. In our top international story, as of this week, the United States is officially implementing a travel ban. President Trump releases a statement on YouTube addressing his proclamation.
In a recent move aimed at tightening U.S. immigration policies, President Donald Trump signed a proclamation on Wednesday banning the entry of citizens from 12 different countries, citing national security concerns and the threat of foreign terrorism.
The recent terror attack in Boulder, Colorado, has underscored the extreme dangers posed to our country by the entry of foreign nationals who are not properly vetted, as well as those who come here as temporary visitors and overstay their visas. We don't want them. In the 21st century, we've seen one terror attack after another carried out by foreign visa overstayers from dangerous places all over the world. And thanks to Biden's open door policies, today there are millions and millions of these illegals who should not be in our country. In my first term, my powerful travel restrictions were one of our most successful policies, and they were a key part of preventing major foreign terror attacks on American soil. We will not let what happened in Europe happen to America. That's why on my first day back in office, I directed the Secretary of State to perform a security review of high-risk regions and make recommendations for where restrictions should be imposed. Among the national security threats their analysis considered are the large-scale presence of terrorists, failure to cooperate on visa security, inability to verify travelers' identities, inadequate record-keeping of criminal histories, and persistently high rates of illegal visa overstays, and other things. Very simply, we cannot have open migration from any country where we cannot safely and reliably vet and screen those who seek to enter the United States. That is why today I am signing a new executive order placing travel restrictions on countries including Yemen, Somalia, Haiti, Libya, and numerous others. The strength of the restrictions we're applying depends on the severity of the threat posed. The list is subject to revision based on whether material improvements are made, and likewise new countries can be added as threats emerge around the world. But we will not allow people to enter our country who wish to do us harm, and nothing will stop us from keeping America safe. Thank you very much.
This action is reportedly a broader part of immigration crackdown that was launched during the early months of Trump's second term. This effort has already included the deportation of hundreds of Venezuelan nationals to El Salvador due to suspected gang affiliations and increased scrutiny on foreign student visas. No further information has been released as of yet, and News 25 will continue to update the public when more presidential policies have been released.
Turning back now to local news, Las Vegas authorities are searching for a suspect accused of shooting a man at an ATM machine, reportedly for $40. News 25 has those details.
Las Vegas authorities are asking for the public's help in identifying a suspect accused of robbing and shooting a man for $40. According to Las Vegas Metro, the incident occurred on March 10, 2025, in the 3200 block of North Las Vegas Boulevard. Investigators say the victim was withdrawing cash from an ATM when he was approached by a man who was armed who demanded money and then shot him. The victim was taken to a nearby hospital and treated for his injuries. Police have released a description of the suspect, who is believed to be a black male between the ages of 16 and 20, standing at about 5 feet 8 inches to 5 feet 10 inches tall. He was last seen wearing glasses, black pants, a red bandana in the back pocket, and a black hoodie. Anyone with information is urged to contact LVMPD's Violent Gun Crime Unit at 702-828-7815. Or to remain anonymous, you can contact Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555.
All right, it's time for our sports report with Mikey Ruhan. He has it all covered for us right now.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Las Vegas Aviators got edged out on Wednesday night, 5-4 by the Tacoma Rainiers. Rematch this evening at 7:05. Las Vegas Aces are on the road this Saturday against the Golden State Valkyries. The 2025 SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl will be held on New Year's Eve, Wednesday, December 31st, according to an announcement Thursday. Kickoff is scheduled for 12:30 p.m. This will mark only the third Las Vegas Bowl to be held after Christmas. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Touchdown again, Mikey. Thanks so much for all your great work. News 25 will be right back.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, calling all sneakerheads like myself, listen up, because Clark County and a local nonprofit team up for kids in a fun and proactive way. Our News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers joins us now with this story.
Clark County recently teamed up with local nonprofit Shoes That Fit and hand-delivered snazzy sneakers to eager students at Auntie Lynch Elementary School. Lynch serves approximately 650 students in the East Las Vegas Valley, while 70% of its teaching and support staff are proudly comprised of diverse backgrounds. Shoes That Fit believes proper shoes empower children to run free at recess, participate in sports, engage with peers shame-free, get a boost of confidence, concentrate in class, and experience less stress. Now let's see these students' faces light up when they open that brand new box of Nikes.
A lot of these kids, they've never had brand new pair of shoes before, so they're very excited.
Today started with me coming into work. I came to Lynch to help with the Shoes That Fit event with Sager Bloom. The school's been very welcoming. What we did here today is we gave all of the kids at the school free shoes, which is pretty awesome.
Shoes That Fit addresses one of the most visible signs of poverty across the nation by donating fresh kicks to children in need so that pupils can attend school with dignity and happiness while focusing on their studies.
So these kids really can benefit by these shoes and the little love that we show them. So, and you look around and you see, oh my God, the cutest kids in the world.
I'm seeing a lot of spirits brighten up. I had one girl who, came in with some shoes that had some holes in them, got her a brand new pair of shoes, pink and black and gold, and her whole face just lit up and she was super excited, started talking to me, so that was pretty cool.
The nonprofit's vision is that one day every child in America who needs new shoes gets new shoes, allowing all children the opportunity to reach their highest potential.
I like to build that bridge between the community and our department and explaining, hey, we're here to help you and we got your back.
And a lot of these families are one-income households with the moms and dads trying to take care of the kids at home.
Shoes That Fit states on its website that a new pair of shoes can be a life-changing event for a child. School attendance, self-esteem, and behavior improve. Physical activity increases, smiles return, all from an often overlooked item, a good pair of shoes.
They're trying to do their best that they can, so programs like this really help these families and give back to them so that we're ensuring that our kids have what they need to be successful in school.
Local nonprofit Shoes That Fit is established in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. Reporting from Las Vegas and throwing it back to our studios in Pahrump, I'm Maria Centers for News 25.
Those were some awesome shoes there for the kids. Well, turning back now to more area news. If you ever wanted to learn more about your cooperative, here's your chance. Valley Electric Association is hosting their annual meeting of the full membership. Here's your EA with more.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Please join us Friday, June 13th for Valley Electric Association's 2025 annual meeting of the full membership. Registration opens at 5 p.m. The business meeting begins at 6:30. Sandwiches are generously sponsored by the Pahrump and Beatty Subway. Come have a sandwich, mingle, and get the latest information about your cooperative. Come talk to Valley Electric's ambassadors and get your questions answered by Valley team members. The Valley Electric annual meeting is being held at the Valley Conference Center, located at 800 East Highway 372 in Pahrump. See you there.
In today's health news, we're talking about being sober curious. Whether it's drinking less or not at all, sometimes it can be hard to deal with peer pressure to drink alcohol, especially as the weather starts to warm up and people are hanging out more.
Today's health report is brought to you by Desert View Hospital. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, Desert View Hospital is ready to help. We've been providing friendly and compassionate care to our neighbors since 2006, including emergency services available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit desertviewhospital.com to learn more. With limited exceptions, physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital.
It tends to be a fairly expected part of many group gatherings, many celebrations. If your sports team has won, if your sports team has lost, all sorts of different get-togethers. And it can make up a majority of what that get-together often includes for people.
Dr. Hannah Schneider is an addiction psychiatrist with Cleveland Clinic, and although every situation is different, there are ways to help navigate the peer pressure to drink. Dr. Schneider says one idea is to bring a non-alcoholic beverage to the party with you. Whether it is a mocktail or water, having a drink in hand is a way to feel included and stop anyone from offering to grab a drink. Inviting a friend who also isn't drinking along is helpful as well. Depending on your comfort level, Dr. Schneider says you can also simply tell people you do not want any alcohol beforehand.
There's so many reasons that people choose not to drink, and that list continues to lengthen. People are more accepting in general now than they have been in the past. It has been more of a social movement for people to go alcohol-free.
Well, as we had to break, here's a warning for drivers out there here near the Summerlin area. It is definitely raining, dark clouds overhead. Be careful out there on the roadways. News 25 will be right back.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, time now for Josh Osborne from Great Computer Deals to give us our weekly quick tutorial, and he's discussing the pros and cons of free email services compared to ones you might have to pay for.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump's own Great Computer Deals. It's time for another quick tutorial. Today we're talking about free email services versus paid email services. Now I'm sure you have an email account, and in many cases people will have a free one. Google offers Gmail, Yahoo has their Yahoo Mail, Microsoft has Hotmail or Outlook, and they're totally free. It's nice to be able to have a free service, but one thing that a lot of people don't realize is when you get these free services, because it's free, you are just a number to them. You are of no real value because you're not paying for that service. So if anything were to go wrong and you need to talk to an actual human being, there is no number you can call. There is no email address that you can write to. And honestly, I've seen many times where people have their entire business on one single Gmail account, for example, and then when they get locked out of it, they don't have anybody to turn to help, and their entire business is compromised because they're completely locked out and there's zero they can do about it. If that's the case, what I would consider for you guys to do, if you really are desperately in need of your email service and you can't live without it, consider going with a paid email service. I won't list too many specifics, there are tons that are out there, but when you have a free one, you get no service. When you get a paid service, there is always somebody to help if things were to go down because you are paying them a monthly fee. Even if it's $5 a month, they want to continuously get that money coming in, so they're going to be available to you. There's an actual tech support number where you can talk to a human being and get support. So learn from a lot of these folks that have got free email services, have lost their password or got changed on them, and they had no options, nobody to call, and consider getting a paid one instead. I know it's a couple extra dollars out of your wallet, and that's tough these days. We're all kind of struggling. But if it's an email address that's crucial to your business or to you personally and you cannot live without it, you cannot take that risk. So I make no extra money by giving you a referral in this case. I've just seen so many times where people have come in and lost something that's extremely important to them, and there was nothing we could do to help because it was through a free email service. Consider getting a paid one, and I guarantee you won't regret it. I hope this information helps you guys out. We'll catch you guys on the next quick tutorial.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam at Dante's view from Death Valley. Look at that picturesque sky, not a cloud to be seen in that direction, and of course the beautiful mountains of Death Valley. We'll take a closer look at our temperatures, which aren't as high as they are there, after this break.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Good evening, Nevada. My name is Rory Rosa, coming to you from the Channel 25 Weather Studios, and taking a look at Nevada right now up in northern Nevada. Fernley and Fowler are both sitting at 87 degrees. Carson City and Tonopah are both at 81. There is some doubles right there. Goldfield sitting at 82. Beatty's at 91. Amargosa is at 97. Las Vegas is at 89, and Death Valley is at 109 today. But here in the beautiful paradise of Pahrump, it's currently 91 degrees. The high today was 93. There are some thunderstorms in the area, so that would be why there's there. But there's also sun. You might want to see sun in Pahrump because that's what I've been seeing all day. And continuing on, the wind was blowing today south-southwest at 12 miles per hour, humidity 20%, and the sun rose this morning at 5:29 and is setting tonight at 7:58 p.m. The humidity raises up to 35%, and the wind continues to blow into the night east-southeast at 17 miles per hour. The low tonight is going to be 71 degrees. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. It is getting really hot tomorrow. On Friday is going to be 95 degrees, 101 on Saturday, 103 on Sunday, and then 104 on Monday and Tuesday, down to 103, and then 101 next Thursday. So we are seeing the same numbers throughout the next 7 days, except for Friday. That is going to be it. Like I always say, make sure to stay hydrated, and summer is right around the corner, so don't get sunburned. Back to the desk. Here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Rory. And again, everyone, please be careful out there on the roadways throughout those scattered showers in southwest Las Vegas. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us here at Ace Country Radio and on KPVM.TV. And we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.